What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making her debut on the channel tonight, we have Heather Nova. Yes, indeed. How about that? Heather Nova making her debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity bot, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from JFK, and this is actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of August for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, JFK. Hope you enjoy the show. JFK wanted to see me react to this. It is Heather Nova with a tune entitled Heart and Shoulder. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was pestered by Heather Nova, no surprise there, and the video has 143,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Heart and Shoulder. That's all I got. It does say Heather Nova here, so hopefully we're in the right spot here. Look, this is the link I was given, all right? So if we're not in the right spot, don't blame me. Blame JFK. He's the one who gave me this link. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Wanna cry for you? Would it do any good if I rain for you?
the chordal progression. Very easy, very simple to follow, and it absolutely does not change. I know it sounds like it does, but that's because of the utilization of octaves. In the verses, her octaves are the octaves are primarily in the lower octave, but when she goes up into the chorus, it goes into the upper octave. So, how do I explain this? Okay, I'll play it. Give me 1 second here. Let me plug in here.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
All right, so we're back. I got my Corvette here. I think it's going to be the best sounding for what we're doing here. So this is what I mean by playing around with octaves. So when she's in the verse, we're in the lower octave on the root. Okay, this is all based around the root. So we're on the lower octave of the root on this G. Okay, so give you an example. It's always going to be 1, 5, 6, 4. Always. Now, the root can change. So can the 6. The 6 can also change. You'll see. So, well, on the verse, lower root, obviously. Right? Okay, so now here's one play that I heard. They changed the octave on the 6. So instead of playing the E up here, they play it down here. Okay, so watch. Here we go. Right? One more time. Now, is that a big difference? Not really. It's the same note, just instead of going up to the E, we go down to the E. Okay, not that big a deal. Now, here's the funny thing. In the chorus, instead of playing the lower G for the root, they do the upper G for the root. Okay, so that's what I mean about playing with octaves. Now, they can take it even further. Do that upper G, right? Now, for the 6, go down to the E. And they can even play around like that with the C. And incorporate the root back into the root again. You see what I mean? There's so much you could do with just those 4 chords. Jumping around with octaves, playing around with octaves, using different octaves for different occasions. And at the end of the day, it all sounds good. That's the best part. So I get it. You know, it helps differentiate when you're in the chorus playing the upper octave on the root. Sure. And on the verses, doing the lower octave on the root. Yeah, sure, no problem. As long as it doesn't get stale, as long as it doesn't get too predictable. And too not predictable, repetitive. Too repetitive. So, because it's going to be repetitive no matter what, but when you're playing around with those octaves, it does kind of open things up a little bit. Same note, different octave. So, that's cool. Anyway, let's keep going here. Let's see what else she's got here.
Back to joy. I give you my heart.
Yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with it. There's nothing bad about it. But I'm going to be honest with you folks, straight up, this is not my cup of tea. I'll never listen to this song ever again. I guarantee you. It's just not my thing. Mrs. Heretic might like it. I might play this for Mrs. Heretic and see what she thinks. But me personally, nah, it's not my thing. Now, having said that, though, looking at it objectively, that's a whole different story. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Heather Nova with Heart and Shoulder. This was a request from JFK, and this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of August for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, JFK. Hope you enjoyed the show. There's not a lot to talk about here. There really isn't. So let's get to the review, and we're gonna make it a short one. I guarantee it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 6.4. Yep, 6.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. First things first, a 6.4. What does that mean? Well, a 6.4 would translate to a pretty good scale rating because overall, I think this is a pretty good song. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B- letter grade. So there you go, a 6.4, pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars and a B- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Musically, this is very simple. It's very easy. It literally follows the exact same chordal progression the entire song, except for one place. The root up to the 5, up to the 6, down to the 4. Now, as I demonstrated during the course of the reaction, there was some play around with octaves, okay? And the play around with octaves did give the illusion of it's a little different, all right? Here's the thing, though. At the end of the day, it's still a G. Whether it be the lower G or the upper G, it is still a G. Down or up to the 5. Down or up to the 6. Down or up to the 4. Okay? Now, it's still 1, 5, 6, 4. I know there's some octave play in there, and it gives a little variation as far as tone goes. But, guys, it's still the same notes, okay? And it does this the entire song, except for that one section where it went 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6. Right back into the same chordal progression. 1, 5, 6, 4. Okay, so that one section where it did the 1, 5, 6, it does give a little opportunity to build up a little bit of anticipation. I get it. But at the same time, that's all there is to it. And that's literally the entire song. Is 98% of the song 1, 5, 6, 4. Now, is there anything wrong with that? No, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you're asking me if it's impressive, my answer is going to be resounding no. No. It's not impressive at all. It follows the same chordal progression 98% of the song. Okay? Yes, it's pleasing to the ear. Yes, it sounds good. But if I'm being honest, it does get a little stale. Okay? Thank goodness for those octave jumps and the octave play, because if it hadn't been for that, I would have probably been bored out of my mind. Okay? So I'm giving credit where credit's due. Honest to goodness, the most impressive thing about this song was the vocals. Now, I'm not always the biggest fan of that breathy vocal style, okay? But here's the thing. Her breathiness, her breathy approach wasn't throughout the entire song, luckily. There was some points where it was breathy, yes, but there were also some points where it was belted. There were also some parts where it was strong and it was full. So there was a balance, okay? So it wasn't breathy the entire song, thankfully. Her vocal delivery sounded really good. It was the strongest thing about the song, honestly. And you're taking like the songwriting I would give somewhere in the 5s. The vocal performance I would put somewhere in the 7s. This is how I'm coming up with that 6.4, right about in the middle. So, yeah, 6.4. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.4, which is a pretty good skill rating overall, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.